What's good with y'all, man? It is your boy David. We are back with another reaction video. Today we are reacting to the Pooh Shiesty's Gucci Mane situation, bro. I've been hearing all about this shit on TikTok. Let's get Zevi, XEVI. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Zevi, to explain it to us, man. He's one of the best explainers I ever seen on social media in general. But with that being said, make sure you like and subscribe. Try to get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get straight to it.
So Pooh Shiesty had a problem. If you don't know,
Big brr, nigga. Big brr. Shiesty, nigga. And to all the rappers that be saying Big Brr, y'all niggas stealing. Nah,
Pooh Shiesty, he's a rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. Now, Pooh Shiesty's problem is he was just arrested by the FBI for allegedly abducting and then robbing a rap legend named Gucci Mane. But here's the craziest part. Gucci Mane is not just a rap legend, he is a label owner. In fact, Pooh Shiesty is signed under Gucci Mane.
He literally, bro, no cap. I watched this. It was this, what's it called? This freestyle. But this nigga said on a freestyle, he said, but our rep is not the same. I upped the Drake on Gucci Mane. I was like, this nigga cooking. Oh my God. Could you imagine? You go back to the celly. You go back to the cell. You tell your niggas, bro, y'all niggas, bro, I know y'all niggas heard about me, man. They be like, you upped the Drake on Gucci Mane? On Gucci? Big Gucci? You upped the Drake on Gucci? That's crazy. That's fantastical. Oh my God. Well, you know the type of credit nigga getting in themselves, bro. Oh my goodness, nigga. Eating good for days type shit.
Label. Pooh Shiesty calls up Gucci Mane. He said, look, I don't want to be signed under you anymore. Gucci Mane said, so? Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm pretty sure Pooh Shiesty made like the label $20 million while he was locked up. This is before FDO dropped all that shit. So he was making a label money while being in a motherfucking cell. So I know why Gucci ain't want to release that nigga. I wouldn't release that nigga neither. Shit. You go keep making music, pussy boy. Fuck you talking about? Shit. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, Pooh Shiesty makes a lot of money for the record label. He's a big rapper. So
he's the biggest they have, actually. He's the biggest, actually, he's the biggest they have.
Gucci Mane said, why am I going to let you out of the label when you make me a lot of money? Pooh Shiesty said, how about we have a meeting and talk about it face to face? Gucci Mane said, I don't see why not. Well, let me tell you why not. You see, Pooh Shiesty and his father are heavily associated with the streets in Memphis. Apparently, Pooh Shiesty don't be playing about what he raps about. And he raps about getting down.
But it's one thing for Pooh to be in the streets like that, right? He young, he got energy. This old ass nigga in the streets like that? But when I first heard about that shit, when they said him and his daddy damn near robbed this nigga, I was like, bro, what? No way. First of all, shout out y'all niggas, man. Father, son, I'm glad he's in his life. But god damn it, man, the whole village is retarded. Like, the whole village is stupid. The whole village is dumb. Why you helping this nigga rob somebody, OG? Come on, bro. He a multi-millionaire. You don't gotta rob nobody, bro. He's straight. Look at the ice on this nigga, bro. But you helping him rob a nigga? Oh my God, y'all should have fought with lawyers. Y'all should have fought with lawyers, bro. Lawyers, not Drake's. Lawyers, man. Tap in, bro.
And dirty. Remember the song Back in Blood by Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk? Well, that song wasn't for you or me. It was allegedly directed to a person he actually robbed, and he was telling them, come get your jewelry back in blood. It just happened to turn into a hit song. Gucci Mane said, yeah, that song did make me a lot of money. You think he upset about that? Let me just hire security. So Gucci hires security. He goes over to meet Pooh Shiesty. Now, here's where things start to get wicked, because let's just say there's a lot of evidence against Pooh Shiesty. So,
all right.
Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Mane entered the meeting. Now, Pooh Shiesty, something I forgot to tell you, he was arrested recently for a charge. He's on house arrest. He walked into the meeting, he get a phone call. Ring, ring, ring. Pooh Shiesty said, hello? The person on the phone said, yes, Mr. Shiesty, this is your probation officer. What are you doing in Dallas, Texas? Pooh Shiesty said, no.
He's on house arrest, nigga, in Dallas, Texas. Why?
I was approved for like recreation. I'm on vacation, all that. The probation officer said, no, you're not. Go back to your house. You are on house arrest. Pooh Shiesty said, Probation officer said, boy, when I hang up this phone and blink 3 times, I bet.
Man, you should just, I don't even know, bro. Like, man, he on house arrest with a Drake. Fuck, like, could you imagine being this nigga lawyer? Like, yo, you just stupid and reckless. Like, oh. This shit crazy.
I see you in the crib, Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty wasn't at the crib. How did the probation officer know Pooh Shiesty was in Dallas? Well, because Pooh Shiesty
Probably got an ankle monitor on. That's how they be tracking these niggas, right?
he got himself an ankle monitor. So Gucci Mane said, look, we can do this another time, Shiesty.
Or you go to him. Really? Nigga, you the big you big Gucci, right? Shit. Go to the nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you really down, no, I'm playing.
Shiesty said, no, let's just do this right now. Come on. They go in the recording studio. Shiesty said, look, I'm gonna keep it simple. You know, I wanna be out of the label deal. Gucci Mane said, nah, we're just gonna keep it like this. But Shiesty said, no, you're not listening to me. The two start getting a little agitated, things start getting a little heated. Shiesty looked at one of the people he came with, he said, go get me my black bag. Gucci Mane said, you better watch out. I got security outside. Pooh Shiesty said, I count about 2 security guards with you. I got some friends too. Another rapper named Big 30, Pooh Shiesty's dad, and about 6 other
30, pass me that Drake. Nigga, that's Big 30? Oh my God. Oh shit. Wait, so pass me that Drake happened in real life? That's crazy. My God.
The dudes rush in. They get Pooh Shiesty what he was looking for in that black bag, and it was he brings it out and says, Gucci, so let's have that discussion again. The rest of these folks are armed as well. They take over the studio, block the door. That's why that kidnapping charge is there. Simply put, if someone doesn't allow you to leave a location, that's basically kidnapping. Pooh Shiesty's father brings out a contract saying Pooh Shiesty is let out of the label deal. They give it to Gucci Mane. They say, look, Gucci, we need you to sign this. But here's the thing. If you have on somebody, no matter what they do, no matter what they sign, that contract is not going to count. So Gucci Mane says, yeah, sure, I'll sign it. Signs it. They record Gucci Mane signing it. They say, okay, we got you signing it, Gucci. I mean,
yeah, but she signed it under duress, so it's going to be null and void, as Zevi said. This is why street niggas are some of the smartest, dumbest motherfuckers ever. Like, cause you can't record somebody signing a contract. You got the Drake to his fucking head. Like, anybody in court sees that, they're gonna be like, this was signed under duress. It's null and void. Blank. You're going to jail, nigga. And you violated your probation. You're definitely going back to this nigga going back to jail, bruh. For what?
You did it. Gucci's like, yeah. Pooh Shiesty looks at his dad. He said, this is going to count, right? Pooh Shiesty's father looks at it. He said, oh, no, this is not going to count. Gucci Mane forgot to date it. Gucci Mane, put the date on. Gucci Mane said,
That's going to make it count more, bro? For real? The date, nigga? Are you serious? The date, bitch? For real? OG the date? For real? OG the date? OG the date, bro? You got the Drake on this nigga fucking temple. And you thought that shit was going to count anyways, bro?
Oh yeah, here today, right here. There you go. Then Pooh Shiesty and the rest of his folks rob Gucci Mane and his folks. Pooh Shiesty
and then they robbed the nigga. And then they robbed him. And then they robbed him. What? It wasn't enough? What? Hold on, I'm gonna turn my motherfucking light on in this bitch so y'all can see me for real. Hold on. Shit. Y'all probably could see me, but still. And then they robbed the nigga. Oh my God. The whole clique is dumb. The whole clique is stupid. Y'all make him sign a contract under duress, kidnap him, then rob him? You're going to jail, nigga. First day back in. FDO first day out. First day back. FDBI, nigga. You're done.
them leave. They're caught on surveillance camera leaving. They get them outside in their cars. Pooh Shiesty's cars register them, leaving. The police were called. The police pull up. They said, what happened? They said, yeah, Pooh Shiesty and them robbed us. The police said, y'all do look injured, but we are going to need some more evidence. Let's look at the surveillance footage. They look at the surveillance footage. They said, oh, look, it's Pooh Shiesty. They called Pooh Shiesty's probation officer. They said, hello? Probation officer said, yeah, Pooh Shiesty over there in Dallas with Gucci Mane and them. They said, yeah, that's what we thought. They hung up. The police went to the local.
He didn't even do nothing with the ankle monitor or nothing. He did that whole stupid ass shit with the ankle monitor on, bro. Twin, just go home. You not pussy, you not a bitch. You can fight this with lawyers. You don't gotta do this that way, nigga. That's stupid. Fuck.
Staples, they said, boy, you won't believe this. Pooh Shiesty's dad was just here and he printed out a contract. It looked like he wanted somebody to sign. The police said, well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. The police looked at each other. They said, it's like them boys wanted to get caught. Ring, ring, ring. When the police gets an alert, he said, what this? going on Instagram. He sees some of the goons out there posing with Gucci Mane's jewelry. They said, the police said, "Oh, you can't make this up."
And then they posing with this nigga jewelry, bro. They're stupid, bro. They niggas, bro. They not no goddamn, bro. They not the smartest criminals ever, bro. They're kind of dumb.
They called Pooh Shiesty. They said, "Pooh Shiesty, go ahead and turn yourself in." Pooh Shiesty said, "Y'all want me to turn myself in right now?" They said, "Yeah, just come on in. We got a spot for you." Pooh Shiesty rolls up. Yeah, the FBI locked up Pooh Shiesty, Pooh Shiesty's dad, the other rapper Big 30, the rest of the folks that was with Pooh Shiesty. This dude sounded damn near giddy while he was saying this press conference, reading out all the evidence. He said, "Boy, I got a story to tell y'all." Now, side note, I saw a lot of people saying Gucci Mane, it must be a snitch since the police came in and did this whole thing against Pooh Shiesty. But what you got to understand is there were other people in the room along with Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane very well could have been the one that called the police, or it could have been the security again that Gucci Mane brought with him. Now, Gucci Mane calling the police, regardless, in my opinion, I'm saying this man is a label owner at this point.
Yeah, bro. He like Gucci Mane got the street cred. But at the end of the day, he not in the streets no more. He a rapper and a label owner. So you gotta understand, bro. Like, this is a business though. This is a business dude. Like, he do business. He do shitty bad business. Cause why does your top nigga wanna slime you out like that? Like, I'm not gonna say Pooh Shiesty not the smartest motherfucker on earth, but like when you do somebody foul, they gonna wanna do some foul shit back to you. That's just how life is, right? So like, what kind of shitty ass business did you do to make a nigga wanna put a Drake to your head and make you unsign him out his deal? Gucci, you fucked up, buddy. Pooh Shiesty dumb as hell, but you fucked up, buddy. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, you really think he's gonna let this one go? No, he's calling the police. And here's another thing you gotta understand. Even if Gucci Mane and the people around him did not call the police, the feds probably wanted Pooh Shiesty so bad that they couldn't contain themselves. They were probably gonna figure this out no matter what, either way. As soon as that man skipped out on his probation, I guarantee you
That's what I'm saying. As soon as he hung up on the CO or his PO, it was over. He was going to go back to jail. The minute the PO said, "Go back home now," he didn't go back. Bye-bye, nigga. You're going to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to timeout. Feel me?
the feds got a phone call. What you gotta understand is Pooh Shiesty allegedly was wilding out in Memphis and all that. So that's how they got him for that gun charge in the first place. So when you click on the police's radar, the feds radar, especially as a rapper, they watch you and they're already compiling a whole case against you so they can lock you up for many, many years. They may let you go on a crime. They may let you go on another crime, but
they building that case. The feds, oh, that's what they're about, the feds. They always gonna build that case on you. The minute you came back home from jail, you was on a clock, nigga. And that clock was actually gonna span your entire life. They was gonna use your entire life as a book against you. But they had to do too much work. Pooh Shiesty, they had to do too much work. You gave them all they needed in one day. You left your PO unread, kidnapped the nigga, robbed the nigga, made him sign a contract under duress, beat somebody up in that bitch. Somebody got their ass whooped in there. I know that for a fact. That's 5 things right there. I don't even know the charges, but that's 5 things you did right there in that moment. You're cooked. He might not make it. He might not come back home ever again. I ain't gonna lie.
Always got their eyes on you. So when this report came out of Pooh Shiesty, when the police probably got called about this robbery, the feds probably did an instant backflip. They probably said, oh, we don't got to do all this paperwork, hawking them down and all that. We could just lock them up right here, right now. They said, for sure. And well, Pooh Shiesty is currently in custody. You got witnesses, you got camera footage, but by far the toughest thing going for Pooh Shiesty in this case is you got like 7 other co-defendants with you. If they get one of those people to flip for less time and say everything that happened, then
it's over. And even I didn't even think about that. You had 6 niggas with you. Are they all street niggas? They all gonna hold it down for real? All 6 of them gonna hold it down? Because like my nigga just said, if one of them flip for less jail time, I want to see my family. I love my family. He did it. He did it. He did it. She did it. It's over with, nigga. For real.
Pooh Shiesty and a couple other folks might be going to jail for a very long time. Because the thing is, even though they have all of this evidence against Pooh Shiesty, well, if Pooh Shiesty gets himself a very good lawyer, the lawyer could be like, hey, you got actual footage of what happened in that room, or you got all this footage of Pooh Shiesty running around the city and all that? Worst thing Pooh Shiesty did was violate his probation. Hey, who knows? Gucci Mane could be making up all this stuff because Gucci Mane just don't like Pooh Shiesty. The prosecutor might say something along the lines of, what about everybody else that was in the room with Gucci Mane? Pooh Shiesty's lawyer was...
I wonder who's gonna prosecute. Is it Gucci that's gonna prosecute, or is it the federal? It's definitely the federal. Yeah, so Gucci don't gotta do much. Just sit back and relax. Honestly, it's the federal that's gonna investigate and prosecute all this shit.
Say, look, you just said it yourself. They were with Gucci Mane. They're just gonna say whatever Gucci Mane says. Who knows what actually happened in that recording studio? And well, a jury would have to decide. So again, the feds might do something like grab one of the people that were on Pooh Shiesty's side and say, look, we don't want you, we want Pooh Shiesty. We let you walk right out of here. Just tell us everything that Pooh Shiesty did. Or the feds might do something along the lines of just give him a really, really, really big charge that they might not be able to prove, but then give him another separate charge like violating his probation and slap on a lot of years for that. And a lot of times this is a way for prosecutors to get somebody in on a lot of jail time anyway. So if they can't prove that Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane, they'll just be like, look, Pooh Shiesty, we for sure know he violated his probation. We're gonna slap on the maximum sentence for that. Or we know he had that with him, we're gonna slap on the maximum sentence for that. Basically what I'm saying here.
And they gonna slap that on too, because he's not a first time offender. This is his second like big, offense. So they're gonna slap that shit on that nigga. He's cooked.
It just depends on the lawyer versus the prosecutor and what they could prove to a jury. We wait, we see.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna follow this story closely. I'm gonna see what Zevi got to say about it on the next one he make. But with that being said, make sure y'all like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Man, this shit crazy, bro. Like, man, Big 30 Pooh, all them niggas, they going to jail. It's over with for them boys. I ain't gonna lie. But with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all next one. We out.